The House will come to order. The invocation today will be given by Father Stephen Blackston from Holy Family Parish in Sandusky, Michigan, guests of Representative Alexander. Will members, guests in the gallery, staff, please rise. Father.
This is a prayer from the organization Catholic Rural Life, who has supported parishes and people in rural communities in America for over 100 years. Dear Lord, the summer is over and gone, and the harvest is once more past. All the wealth and warmth of the summer sun is marvelously packaged now in seed and fruit and vegetable, and stored away in bins and cribs and basements. Thank you, dear generous God, for all your goodness and for all your gifts. All summer long you are working for us, storing heat and health and nourishment in the fields and woods. Now when the air is cold and there is no fruitfulness in the earth, we can live on what the summer and the harvest have stored up for us. Thank you for your unnumbered kindness to us, dear God. Help us to make good use of the riches of the earth. Help us to be generous, even as you are, and as always, avoid selfishness and greed. Help us, too, to store up spiritual wealth in the summer of this life, while we can yet work. Otherwise, life's autumn will come, death will call us, a spiritual winter will set in, and we shall be found poor and unsheltered, not for one reason only, but for the winters of eternity. Lord, we trust in you, that cooperating with your many graces, we may make good use now of our rich opportunities. And may we then reap a rich spiritual harvest, which we will enjoy with you and your saints in the eternal spring and summer of heaven. O God, for whom all powers come, by whose divine will all must abide, we thank you for our civil liberties and freedom, for our opportunities and privileges. We beg of you to bless, assist, and enlighten our elected officials of our home state of Michigan. May they prove worthy of the confidence placed in them by their fellow citizens. May they be just and upright in their thinking, honest in all their actions, and ever guided by a true conscience in the legislation they propose or vote upon. Forgive us all our mistakes and selfish tendencies, and help us prepare our good deeds for our eternal union with you through Christ our Lord. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Clerk will open the board for the purpose of taking attendance. The board is now open. Members may check in at their desk.
Michigan Public Radio Network of Lansing and Michigan Advance the permission to photograph during today's session. If I could have the members' attention for purposes of making an announcement, the chair recognizes the Republican Caucus Chair, Representative Borton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Attention, Republican members. We have a Republican caucus in the Republican caucus room.
Republican members, a caucus has been called. If I could have the members' attention for purpose of announcement, the chair recognizes the Democratic Caucus Chair, Representative O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. To my Democratic colleagues, caucus called third floor. To my Democratic colleagues, caucus called third floor.
Democratic members, caucus has been called. If I could have the members' attention for purpose of introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Neely.
Today, I would like to announce that we have someone from Genesee County here visiting us, Reese Travis Place from Genesee County Youth Incorporation, and they're in the southwest side of the gallery.
Would Representative Neely's special guests please rise and welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. If I could have the members' attention for purpose of introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Bolin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, I have 4 students and 5 adults in the South Gallery from the Livingston Family Center.
Would Representative Bolin's special guests please rise and welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives.
Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to excuse all absent members.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce today's attendance.
Madam Speaker, a quorum of the House is present. There are no members absent with prior excuse.
Will members, staff, and guests in the gallery please rise and join me now in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Move to the order of second reading of bills. I have counter number 164, House Bill 4924.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item 164, House Bill 4924, introduced by Representative Devendorf, a bill to amend the revised Judicature Act of 1961. People of the State of Michigan, enact.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question before the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Move to the order of third reading of bills. I have counter number 61, House Bill 4705.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 61, House Bill 4705, introduced by Representative Tisdale. A bill to amend the Michigan Memorial Highway Act. People of the State of Michigan, enact.
Without objection, the bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question before the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, please vote at your desks. The board will be closing shortly. Clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of the final passage of House Bill 4705, there are 104 aye votes and 3 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Continuing order of third reading of bills was account number 59, House Bill 4977.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar number 59, House Bill 4977, introduced by Representative Altman. A bill to act to authorize the formation of corporations for the purchase and improvement of grounds to be occupied by summer homes. People of the State of Michigan, enact.
Without objection, the bill be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question for the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. Those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, please vote at your desks. The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 4977, there are 94 aye votes and 13 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Continuing order of third reading of bills, moves to calendar number 60, House Bill 4978.
Without objection, so ordered, the clerk will read.
Calendar item number 60, House Bill 4978, introduced by Representative Roth. A bill to amend the Nonprofit Corporation Act. People of the State of Michigan, enact.
Without objection, the bill be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There are. The clerk will read.
Representative Roth offers a floor substitute H1 identified as amendment number 1.
On third reading, amendments require support. Is there support? There is not support. Are there further amendments? There being no further amendments, the question for the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, please vote at your desks. The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of the final passage of House Bill 4978, there are 93 aye votes and 14 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Representative Bruck.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to introduce some guests this morning. The Dochis and the Hillsdale Community Thrift are here in the upper galleries. They stopped by my office this morning and we had a really good conversation. They're helping young adults and those transitioning with housing and education. So I'd like to introduce them. They're up in the upper galleries on the left.
Will the guests of Representative Bruck please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm proceed to order motions and resolutions. Take up House Resolution 199.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 199, introduced by Representative Nair, a resolution to declare March 2024 as Agriculture Month in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Nair.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in support today of making March recognizing March as Agriculture Month here in Michigan. As you are really well aware of, agriculture is a growing and thriving business in our state. It promotes or produces over $100 billion in revenue and another $25+ billion in consequential activity. There's over 10 million acres that are in production, over 50,000 farms that are active right now, 90% or 99% of them which are still family owned. It promotes over 800,000 jobs in the state, which is a significant part of our economy, upwards of over 17%. There are over 300 different commodities that are produced in the state, second only to California, and I might argue probably the most sustainably produced in the world. You look at another statistic there, we rank in the top 10 with over a dozen products in the state, and over 6 of those are in the top 5, if not number 1, which includes asparagus, blueberries, and chipped potatoes that go into potato chips. I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the fact that we have some of the most productive cows in the country. We are ranked number 1, producing over 3,000 gallons per cow a year. So that's quite a number, and I'd say arguably that's the most happy cows in the country. And then also we are the leaders in sustainability and efficiency. We have the MEAT program, which is a voluntary program, which is probably one of the most idealized or looked at programs in the state, not only because it's voluntary, but also because we show measurable results in protecting our land and water resources. But with all that, you'd think we'd be setting pretty good, but agriculture, as usual, is set with all kinds of challenges. Not only do we have to deal with markets and weather on a regular basis, but this year, because of rising costs of production and high interest rates, the farm economy is expected to drop as much as 25% this year. That's a quarter of your income that's going to be gone this year on the family operations, which is significant. So we got to look at ourselves as legislatures. What can we do about that? One thing that we can do is make sure that we are making good decisions to promote agriculture industry and making it so that people want to grow products and produce those products for sale in the state. Make it easier. We got to make sure that our rules and regulations are reasonable, fair, and based in fact, to make it so that way our bureaucracy and our departments work for the farmer as against them. And then we also got to look at making it possible for that our playing field is level, that we're not competing against other industries for things such as land and energy resources. And we need to, and with that, I'd like to just, next time you think about it, it seems like most of our activities revolve around food, whether it's a family gathering, tailgating, or that meeting that we begrudgingly have to go to. Food sometimes is the reason why we're gathering. So next time you take that bite of Beeson Bites, or if you're like Representative Roth consuming that third bowl of ice cream there, think about those farmers and those families that work hard to produce that product and put it on the table for you, and I ask for your support for this bill.
The question before the House is the adoption of House Resolution 199. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm glad that we know that Michigan's got milk. Continuing on the order of motions and resolutions, I move to take up House Resolution 200.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 200, introduced by Representative Edwards, a resolution to declare March 3 through the 9th, 2024 as School Social Work Week in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Edwards.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Okay. I rise today to encourage my colleagues to support House Resolution 200 to recognize March 3rd through the 9th, 2024 as School Social Work Week, a week to celebrate school social workers across the nation and appreciate their work in helping students achieve academic success. This year's theme is Pearls of Wisdom, which represents the wisdom social workers contribute to educational settings. Anyone who has spent time in a school environment has felt the impacts of these professionals. As a former social worker, I know the importance of holistic student support. We are fortunate to have hundreds of licensed school social workers serve Michiganders each day. School social workers are especially skilled in identifying and providing services to students who face serious challenges to school success, including poverty, special needs, discrimination, abuse, addiction, bullying, loss of loved ones, depression, and other barriers to learning. And they do this day in and day out. While these services can be provided one-on-one or in a small group settings, the entire community benefits from the impacts of school social workers. Their insight offers needed context for responsible school safety planning. They play a central role in creating positive, supportive environments in academic settings, and they help create partnerships between home and school. This week provides an excellent opportunity for school social workers to toot their own horns and let others know how impactful they are to the lives of students as they continue to address the barriers to learning. Colleagues, please join me in supporting House Resolution 200 to recognize School Social Worker Week.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 200. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Representative Edwards.
Now it's on? It is on. I would like to recognize my guests in the East Gallery, which are the school social workers.
Will the guests of Representative Edwards please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Representative Young.
There it is. Thank you, Madam Speaker. And with that, we have a special guest within all of the social workers, Janice Smith. She's the Social Worker of the Year. If we could acknowledge her, Madam Speaker.
Will the guest of Representative Young please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Continuing on the order of motions and resolutions, I move to take up House Resolution 201.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 201, introduced by Representative Aragona. The resolution declared March 2024 as Athletic Trainer Month in the state of Michigan.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 201. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that committees be given leave to meet during the balance of today's session.
Without objection, so ordered. Committees are given leave to meet. Speaker recognizes Representative Rogers.
Thank you. The Committee on Health Policy will meet in 10 minutes at 3:15 in the Hob 519. Thank you.
Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just let members know there'll be no further voting, and the House adjourned. It stands adjourned until Wednesday, March 6th at 1:30 p.m.
Without objection, so ordered. The House will stand at ease at the call of the chair.
The House will come to order. House proceeds to announcements by the Clerk of Printing and Enrollment.
Clerk announced that the enrollment, printing, and presentation to the Governor on Thursday, February 29th for her approval of the following bills. Enrolled House Bill 4522 at 2:30 p.m., Enrolled House Bill 4524 at 2:32 p.m., Enrolled House Bill 4979 at 2:34 p.m., Enrolled House Bill 4185 at 2:36 p.m., Enrolled House Bill 4190 at 2:38 p.m., and Enrolled House Bill 4857 at 2:40 p.m. Clerk announced that the following bills have been reproduced and made available electronically on Thursday, February 29th. House Bills 5527 through 5533, Senate Bills 735 through 737. Clerk announced that the following Senate bills have been received on Thursday, February 29th. Senate Bills 690 and 721. Clerk announced that the following bills have been reproduced and made available electronically on Tuesday, March 5th. Senate Bills 738 and 739.
Reports of standing committees.
Committee on Criminal Justice, Representative Hope Chair reported House Bill 5392 with recommendation that the bill be referred to the Committee on Judiciary.
The bill is referred to the Committee on Judiciary.
Committee on Economic Development and Small Business, Representative Hoskins, Chair, reported Senate Bill 417 without amendment with the recommendation that the bill pass.
Bill is referred to the order of second reading of bills.
Committee on Transportation, Mobility, and Infrastructure, Representative Shannon, Chair, reported House Bill 5127 without amendment with recommendation that the bill pass.
Bill is referred to the order of second reading of bills.
Committee on Transportation, Mobility, and Infrastructure, Representative Shannon, Chair, reported House Bill 5150 with recommendation that substitute H1 be adopted and that the bill then pass.
Bill is referred to the order of second reading of bills. Messages from the Senate.
To the Speaker of the House of Representatives, sir, I herewith return to the House House Bill 4127. The Senate has passed the bill as amended and pursuant to Joint Rule 20 inserted the full title.
The bill will lie over on date of the rules.
Herewith return to House Bill 4128. The Senate has passed the bill with substitute S1 and pursuant to Joint Rule 20 inserted the full title.
The bill will lie over one day under the rules.
Herewith return House Bill 5096. The Senate has passed the bill with substitute S4. Order that be given immediate effect and pursuant to Joint Rule 20 inserted the full title.
The bill will lie over one day under the rules.
I herewith transmit Senate Bill 690, a bill to amend the Michigan Code of Military Justice of 1980. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Military, Veterans, and Homeland Security.
I herewith transmit Senate Bill 721, a bill to amend an act to define a marketable record title to an interest in land. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Local Government and Municipal Finance. Notices.
The House Fiscal Agency Governing Committee will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 8:30 a.m., room 352, Appropriations, State Capitol Building. Committee on Agriculture will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 9 a.m., room 327 of the House Office Building. Committee on Appropriations will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 9 a.m., room 352, House Appropriations, Capitol Building. Committee on Energy, Communications, and Technology will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 9 a.m., room 519 of the House Office Building. Appropriations Subcommittee on Health and Human Services will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 10:30 a.m., room 352, House Appropriations, Capitol Building. Appropriations Subcommittee on Judiciary will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 10:30 a.m. in room 307 of the House Office Building. Committee on Higher Education will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 10:30 a.m., room 326 of the House Office Building. Committee on Judiciary will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 10:30 a.m., room 521 of the House Office Building. Appropriations Subcommittee on Transportation will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 12 o'clock p.m. in room 308 of the House Office Building. Committee on Local Government and Municipal Finance will meet Wednesday, March 6th at 12 p.m. in room 519 of the House Office Building. A revised agenda has been issued for the Committee on Tax Policy for Wednesday, March 6th at 12 p.m. Appropriations Subcommittee on Higher Education and Community Colleges will meet Thursday, March 7th at 9 a.m., room 352, House Appropriations, Capitol Building. Appropriations Subcommittee on Labor, Economic Development, and Lifelong Learning will meet Thursday, March 7th at 9 a.m., room 519 of the House Office Building. Joint committee meeting of the Appropriations Subcommittee on Labor, Economic Development, Lifelong Learning, and the Committee on Labor will meet Thursday, March 7th at 9 a.m., room 519 of the House Office Building. Appropriations Subcommittee on Corrections will meet Thursday, March 7th at 10:30 a.m. in 308 of the House Office Building. Appropriations Subcommittee on School Aid and Education will meet Thursday, March 7th at 10:30 a.m., room 352, House Appropriations, Capitol Building. Committee on Natural Resources, Environment, Tourism, and Outdoor Recreation will meet Thursday, March 7th at 10:30 a.m., room 327 of the House Office Building. The Opioid Advisory Commission will meet Thursday, March 14th at 10 a.m. in the Legislative Council Conference Room, 3rd floor, Bogie Tower.
Communications from state officers.
Received from the Civil Service Commission the Fiscal Analysis Report for the Civil Service Commission for fiscal year 2023.
Introduction of bills.
Representative Breen offers House Bill 5534, a bill to require the Supreme Court to analyze certain trial court costs and revenue sources. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Judiciary.
Representative Aragona offers House Bill 5535, a bill to amend an act to regulate and license pawnbrokers. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Regulatory Reform.
Representative Liberati offers House Bill 5536, a bill to amend an act to regulate and license pawnbrokers. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Regulatory Reform.
Representative Smith offers House Bill 5537, a bill to amend the Management and Budget Act. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Regas offers House Bill 5538, a bill to prohibit certain hiring practices by state agencies. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Fox offers House Bill 5539, a bill to amend the Michigan Trust Fund Act. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Economic Development and Small Business.
Representative Fox offers House Bill 5540, a bill to amend the Michigan Strategic Fund Act. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to Committee on Economic Development and Small Business.
Representative Wenzel offers House Bill 5541, a bill to amend the Income Tax Act of 1967. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to Committee on Economic Development and Small Business.
Representative Steckloff offers House Bill 5542, a bill to amend an act to require county treasurers to furnish transcripts and abstracts of records. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Local Government and Municipal Finance.
Representative Schuette offers House Bill 5543, a bill to amend the Emergency Management Act. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Carr offers House Bill 5544, a bill to amend the Public Health Code. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Smith offers House Bill 5545, a bill to provide remedies for the issuance of emergency orders. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations.
Representative Snyder offers House Bill 5546, a bill to amend the Income Tax Act of 1967. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Regulatory Reform.
Representative Arbett offers House Bill 5547, a bill to amend the Divestment from Terror Act. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Military, Veterans, and Homeland Security.
Representative Beeler offers House Joint Resolution N, a joint resolution proposing an amendment to the state constitution of 1963 by amending sections 5 and 6 of Article 8 and adding section 10 to Article 8.
The resolution is considered read for a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations. There being no further business to come before the House, Representative Burns moves that the House do now adjourn. All those in favor of the motion will say aye. Those opposed will say nay. The motion prevails. The House will stand adjourned until Wednesday, March the 6th at 1:30 p.m.